Oh no! Oh no!
Well, your viewers said we would be doing, and they were right.
Hello, you absolute legend.
Cars, they're rubbish.
Get out! Go! Intro! You always crash my intros. Hello, you absolute legends. Welcome back to the channel. John here on a beautiful sunshiny day here in Lincolnshire. Considering it's sort of the mid-February, I'm actually roasting in this jumper. I'm starting to get warm. We're with the Rover 75. It's in Dad's garage, but not for long. We're going to take it for a road test. It's the first time I've driven this car properly since December the 16th, when I brought it home all the way from Preston, and well, it overheated and went bang, as you know. If you followed the work on the channel, lots of stuff has been done, including work to repair that cooling system, new expansion cap, new spark plugs, new oil, and new number plates. In this video, Dad and I are going to take it for a road test. Dad is going to tell us what we're listening and looking out for. You're going to come along with us. You're going to be in the cabin with us for our road test. And hopefully, touch wood, no wood, touch veneered wood, that everything will be okay. Let's go road test. So I'm in the car. I've got the car out the garage. I'm excited by this because, like I say, first time I've driven the car in about, I don't know, 2 months. Hopefully it goes a lot better with the new spark plugs. Hopefully with the oil filter change, the coolant system, etc. And my lovely valet inside, it should go much nicer than it did 2 months ago. I'm waiting for the boss, who's coming on the road trip with us. Dad's role is to listen, to advise, to talk to us. Are you getting in? Are you getting in?
Hello.
Come on in, it's road test time. Have you got clean shoes?
I was told not to go for a ride with strange men in cars.
Well, the strangest man I know has just got in. Hello.
Yeah then, mate.
How you doing?
I'm very good, thank you.
What are you doing?
I'm getting myself more comfortable so I can reach the brake pedal. Can't reach the brake pedal from where I was.
We're going on a road test, obviously,
Yep.
with the Rover 75. Hasn't the steering wheel come up nicely, by the way? From an official garage mechanic point of view, what sort of things are we going to be looking for on this road test?
You're going to be keeping an eye on the gauges, looking for strange noises when you're driving, really, and see how it performs.
What are you expecting to see?
Nothing.
Let's fire it up. We're not going to Mablethorpe today, which is what we will be doing on our road trip. But today, for this road test, this initial road test, we're not going to Mablethorpe.
Got a vibration at the back.
There is a vibration at the back, isn't there? Could it be something in the boot?
No. But it's the exhaust.
Okay, so we've established the exhaust is vibrating.
Something's vibrating, isn't it?
What I want you to do as part of this road test is talk us through it. Talk us through what we're going to see, what we're going to be looking for, what we're going to be listening for.
I can assure you, normally when I'm in the passenger seat, I've got my eyes shut because I'm terrified. And it's not just with you driving.
Okay, so we're on Lincolnshire's back roads. It is a beautiful summery day. It's quite windy. I can hear some gurgling from under the dash. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Free wheelbarrow at the side of the road.
You concentrate on the free blooming tractors.
Yeah, so a lot of gurgling from underneath the dash.
Yeah.
What is that going to be? Coolant settling down?
Hopefully.
It's stopped now. What are we going to do? What route are we going to take? A mixture of back roads and main roads?
Just keep
Or straight
driving.
onto the main road?
Don't want to go too many back roads, do we? The old blooming puddles about a foot deep, aren't they?
Should we go towards Skegness?
I think we ought to go towards Skegness, yes.
I can still hear that gurgling.
Yeah, I know.
Is that worrying you?
Yep.
Could that be air coming out the system? Or something a lot more sinister?
I don't think it is guggling, is it? It's a little chitter.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like water gurgling. It might be a little chitter. It might be a little fan chitter. We'll find out. So I'm doing 40 miles an hour. The temperature gauge has got up to sort of a quarter of the temperature already.
Good.
Now, when I first bought the car, it really struggled to get anywhere off the blue in sort of 20 minutes. Is that a good thing that we're seeing that now?
Yeah, it's normal operation, I'd have thought.
Aha, tractor. Welcome to Lincolnshire. Let's wave at the tractor. Hello, Mr. Tractor. He didn't wave back. Rude. It's a gurgle. That's exactly what it is.
I don't think it is. It really does.
So you've turned the heating on. Oh, that's warm.
Good.
That's a good sign. So we're up to temperature really now, aren't we? On the car, we've been in the car, I don't know, 10 minutes. I do think that is a little gurgle, you know. But apart from that, the ride is smooth, isn't it? It's nice. No major knocks, no major bangs. You've pumped the tyres up hard or to manufacturer spec?
A bit hard, mate. Yeah. I reckon the 2-bar all round, aren't they? I can't remember now.
What a beautiful day in Lincolnshire.
I wonder if he gets paid to have that mobile phone mast in his yard.
I would assume so.
I suppose so, yeah, we'll do, won't it?
We're doing a road test, not stuff that's going on in Lincolnshire.
No, I'm having a look round. I don't get a chance to have a look round normally. Oh, let's go past where I used to live.
Yeah, we'll do that. Show everyone the palatial estates of Leverton.
Where I used to live when I was a youth.
Look at that.
When I was putting long forks on my push bike. Oh, didn't know we've got lakes at Bennington.
Fields are all flooded. Well, what, 4 days of rain? Oh, he's got elephant on his garage. That's cool, isn't it?
This is for sale, look.
What's that?
It's the village hall.
Oh, that's cool.
It is, you can get some cars in there.
Leverton Village?
No,
No, it's the Bennington Village Hall.
Bennington Village Hall, that is.
How cool is that? Village Hall for sale. I wonder how much that is. Does it come with all that land as well? Or don't tell Amy, she'll be in.
Well, you see, as far as I knew, your mum's friend said that somebody had bought it and was going to try and get building on it. But it looks like they haven't done, have they? Well,
there you go. What does that be? What commercial use would it? Community use? Commercial use? You just knock the front out, put a great big
door in it.
And off you go, Rover 75 galore. I'm not going through a puddle in this.
Let's pull up then. Pull up.
He's going to splash me, look.
No, he's not.
Mr. Man.
That's it.
So I think that's a gurgle.
That's bad news then, isn't it?
Jeez. 57,990 miles we've just ticked over as well. What's that blooming great big hole in the side? Oh, it's a trampoline. It looked like a space portal. It's a trampoline on somebody's garden. They've lent up the house.
This is where I used to live up here.
Knocked your house down, haven't they?
Knocked my house down, they did, yeah.
Are they built on the land?
Yes, they built that bungalow soon as they knocked it down. There's there.
Oh, that one.
There's the shed's still there.
David's Lane, Leverton.
What's this?
What's this?
The Grange Leverton drop. That was for sale, that was.
It was.
750,000.
750,000. They've turned it into a wedding venue.
Have they?
Yeah.
But you didn't get the field.
No, and this is what, Saul's Yard?
No, this is Ernie Francis's. That's Ernie Francis's.
So that's Leverton Outgate. That's to the sea that way, isn't it?
Yep. This is the Highgate. You're going up towards the Ostrich now. We're going past what used to be the pub that my great-great-uncle used to go to the pub on a dinner time on his grey Fergie.
So get on his tractor.
Yep.
And go for a pint at lunch.
I did, a game of dominoes. Then when he come back, if he'd lost some money playing dominoes, he was grumpy.
And if he'd won the money?
I don't know. I've never seen him happy, but he was probably less grumpy than normal.
What you're saying, he wasn't a good dominoes player?
Don't know what he was. He's a very strange old fella. He had a picture of Queen Victoria on his bedroom wall.
Oh, good lad.
Grandma went in the dike there.
What, on a push bike?
No, in a car.
In a car?
Yeah.
What car was that?
100E.
What, an Austin 100E?
No, 100E, mate, Ford.
Ford 100E?
Yeah, Ford 100E pop.
Did she pull it out the dike and carry on?
No, she didn't. It broke it.
It broke it off.
It broke it. It broke it, it did.
I blooming love the Lincolnshire countryside.
This used to be Austin Monk's famous garage. He was a motorcycle racer. He used to marshal at the Isle of Man.
You can take the boy out of Lincolnshire.
He used to have a Bruff Superior, he did as well.
Which way?
Straight up.
This is the Ostrich pub, isn't it?
This is the Ostrich where Uncle Jim used to come for a pint.
There it is. Ostrich House.
That's it, keep going straight up here.
Enough about Lincolnshire. Talk to me about this Rover.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about this gurgling.
Me too. If it was an airlock, would it have cleared itself by now? Or is that something we're going to have to do?
It doesn't sound like your van did when it was low on water.
No, and it doesn't smell either. You get that fishy, burny smell, don't you, if it's low? Well, we're up to temperature.
Yeah.
We're on the back road, so I can't really get it up to 60, 70 miles an hour. We're not on the motorway.
We'll just keep going. We'll finish up on the main road in a minute.
Yeah.
We can go back towards Bostonshire then, can't we?
Oh, no!
But,
Oh, no!
well, still slow down then.
Where?
Oh, Joe, stop it, twat.
Rover's clean.
You can't put that on either now, because I've just called you a rude word.
I can beep it out.
And I couldn't help it because I was starting to panic. Now we've missed where your blooming Auntie Mabel used to live now.
Oh, I've missed it. There you are.
Now we've got to wash the road.
I'm sorry I've made your Rover all dirty.
So this used to be one of them village shops, this did, and you could buy anything from a torch to a pound of nails.
The old shop. Well, we're at, what, Wrangle nearly now?
No, that's Old Leak, this is.
Old Leak.
No, it drives nice though, doesn't it? Apart from that little noise that you think's a gurgle, but I think it's a chitter.
Well, how are we going to find out?
Well, we're not going to worry about it if it's not chucking water out.
So let's get it up to speed. There is quite a bit of wind noise, but it is quite a windy day.
I was going to say, it doesn't drive bad at all, really.
It certainly goes better than it did with the new spark plugs.
Good.
It's certainly got more pull, and considering it's a 1.8 litre engine in something that's quite heavy, what do you reckon the weight of this is?
I don't know, son. I don't know.
It's not designed for speed, is it?
It does ride nice, doesn't it?
It's designed for wafting about, and actually it does ride nice.
It is wafting about nicely. The old back roads weren't too bumpy, were they?
No, there's no knocks, there's no bangs. It does drive nicely, I will give you that.
Nice car for wafting around in.
This obviously, as you know, is my second Rover 75. I had a 2-litre diesel. And this drives nicer.
Yeah, it was a diesel auto, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't an auto.
Wasn't it?
No, it was a diesel manual. But it was a bit wafty, a bit swaying all over the place.
You didn't like it until you blooming well sold it.
I didn't like it until I sold it. It was lovely in the nice X-Power grey. But it's gone to a good home.
It's a Village Hall.
Village Hall. But my temperature needle is right.
Yeah, we didn't put that temperature thing on, did we? But I'm not worried about temperature, but I am worried a bit about the gurgle. But
so when we get back to the workshop, what are we going to be looking for?
Let it pull up, my old mate, and we'll just switch it off.
Yep.
And we'll open the bonnet and just listen.
See what we can see. It does handle nicely.
It does, doesn't it?
It does handle nicely.
It's commonly known as Leverton bends, these are.
Brussels sprout corner.
In my younger days, these are the bends that I used to come round. I went the long way home just to go round these bends.
It does go nicely. It's not a bad car. It's quiet. It's comfortable.
The only way you can describe it is wafting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The only thing I've heard to concern me, my old mate, is that little rattle when we first struck it up.
Yep.
And there is that gurgly chitter type noise. So is that an harbinger of doom? I don't know. I'm not going to...
What could that gurgle be?
Bits of wind coming past the head gasket and going round the water jacket.
Indicating that the head gasket's gone.
But I don't think it is.
Well, we've done the cylinder leakage test. Would doing a compression test?
Compression test won't show. Everybody will be shouting and saying, "Goes that thing to check for combustion byproducts in the water jacket."
Yeah.
But I don't think. I'm not panicking yet.
No.
I really aren't.
I suppose if we get home, we look at the front of the block, and there's a leak down the front of the block.
I think
we're going to be doing
the acid test is, mate, to see if it's blown any water out, isn't it?
And did you measure the water before we left?
Well, yeah, but it was dead cold and it was exactly on the markers. I've never put any in, you know, since we've done anything to it.
No.
And we've had it run up to full temperature and the fan's cutting in twice.
So it hasn't lost anything?
No. But then again, that's different just running it at idle to driving it on the road, isn't it? This is the way I used to trundle to work on the FS1E. If you got some duff fuel and oil, you're changing your plug halfway to work. The brakes were good when you had to use them there, mate.
Yes, this Jaguar in front of me decided he wanted to heavily brake because he hadn't seen the speed camera.
Well, he'd seen it, but
he'd seen it, but he was speeding.
A bit earlier, yeah.
Yeah, the brakes did work okay, didn't they?
You did, yeah.
There was a slight miss just then.
A miss?
Yeah. Only because, well, no, maybe I'm doing fourth in 40.
Yeah, should be all right.
So get back to the garage.
Yeah, just
let it settle down for a bit.
And have a look.
Have a look. Cup of tea. Have a look and see what we can find. But first road test, first drive of it since we've done some work, it does genuinely feel much better than it did. It's less laggy, shall I say?
Yeah, because your plugs was worn out, weren't they?
It's less...
And it ain't got any water in it.
Noisy.
Is it less noisy?
Yeah, it is. Massively less noisy. Did you overhaul the brakes?
The back has already been done, but the fronts I stripped and raised.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test the brakes.
Yeah. I stripped and eased them.
And obviously the car's been sat for 2 months.
No, it hasn't been out in the wet though, has it?
Hasn't been out in the wet, but let's do it again. We'll take it up to speed. Test the brakes. Work nicely, don't they?
And now I'm going to put the heater on and see what it does.
So you've got the heater at full blast. Have I got hot? Yeah. I've got hot. Certainly hot in comparison to what we did have. I haven't got hot this side. I've got warm, but not hot. I've got enough
that
to defrost.
That matrix is still half blocked, isn't it?
I reckon the matrix could probably do with being replaced.
I think you're right. I have this sort of feeling it might be well down our list of priorities yet.
I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
Nobody behind me. Hear it?
I jolly well can. Still don't think it's a blick.
He was in the middle of the road.
He was, I think.
That wheelbarrow's got scrap written on it.
It probably is scrap.
I think that could be your next project.
I don't want any more wheelbarrows, thank you.
Right, we're back at your gaff. What are we going to do?
We're going to pull in the drive, mate.
Pull in the drive and leave it running?
Just leave it running. Stop. Just take it out of gear. Just give it a gentle blip. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
It's water, isn't it?
Yep.
I can hear the water. It's coming in. It's actually coming from down here where the heater matrix is, isn't it? What does that mean?
It might just be that it's restricted and making a noise, because it's not got that glugly type noise.
Ready?
It's the water going through the matrix. Pull it down to the shed, mate. Let's take the head off. I mean,
Back in the workshop.
no, we're not going to take it off. Look, if it's not, you're going to just bring it down and put it in front of the shed, are you?
Yeah, I just didn't want to smack into my car, Mum's car,
No.
your car.
No, don't hit my car, whatever you do.
Your other car, your motorbike, the Rover,
A wheelbarrow.
your new wheelbarrow, your wheelie bin. Oh, so back in the garage.
No, not yet. No, straight in the steering wheel.
Right, so we're out the car. You're looking under the bonnet. What are you listening and looking for? So the car's up to temperature. Is that the high-speed fan or the low-speed fan?
Sure.
So the fan's running, car's running. What can I see under here? There's no fresh staining on the block. It's not kicked to water everywhere, which is good news. But that fan has kicked in. Not yet.
That's not good, is it? That's not
Wonderful. What's that?
It turned off when it was running it up before, didn't it?
It's not turned off yet, has it? But it could still be warm. It's a warm day. You've just turned the engine off? Off it goes. It's off. Ah. Here it comes.
Because when we run her up in the garage, she went out, didn't she? Went off.
This isn't normal, no?
I'd expect this to turn off soon, wouldn't you?
What's that, sorry?
I'd have expected this to turn off by now, wouldn't you?
But I couldn't hear it when we were driving. It only kicked in when we were at the top of the drive and you asked me to... There it is.
That's what I was waiting to hear.
That's what we wanted. Excellent news. So the fan is now cut out.
That's good news.
Good stuff.
Cheers me up, that has.
What was you considering then for a moment?
Why it didn't turn off?
What are you doing now?
I'm listening, mate. Listen to see if I can hear any... blub, blub. I can't hear any... blub. Can you?
And if you heard a blub blub blub,
No.
what would that mean?
There's little air pockets that's come from the head gasket is clearing themselves. I can't hear one. Well, it's not chucked any water out anywhere.
It hasn't, no, it's nice and dry. The coolant cap is, or expansion cap is on tight. There's no water everywhere. I've looked at that stain on the front of the block that you can see there.
Bigger, is it?
It's not got any bigger or any worse.
I'm just going to get my light out of the garage and have a look round, mate.
Yeah, sounds good. So you've got your light, what are you doing with that?
I'm looking to make sure we've got no external leaks, mate. Can't see a thing in the external leaks, Mill, mate. Me being a sensible man now, I'm going to think it's time for some luncheon.
Yep.
And then...
These are the hoses that go into the cabin, aren't they, for the...
they're there,
Yeah.
I wonder where that clips.
Someone's got me Rover all grubby on that new sill.
Oh, that's alright. There's a patch still on.
Is your sill batch still on? Just. That steering wheel.
Eh?
I said, look at that steering wheel.
Is it clean? Still clean, is
Still clean.
No, well, let's have some lunch and then let it cool down, eh?
Sounds good.
It's certainly not leaking externally, not like it was when you first brought it, is it?
And is that radiator pipe up to pressure?
Well, yeah, but it's going down slowly. It's not mega stupid pressure still.
Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
It's a good thing.
It's cooling down.
Yeah.
Let's go get some lunch. Let's go get a cup of tea and come back.
They'll cool down. Take that top off and see where it is. It's not made any oil anyway. Right, mate. I'm concerned about that gurgling, I've got to admit. But it doesn't have that gurgle that you get when you've got a bubble going round.
So it could just be water bypassing the heater matrix?
I don't know, mate, to be honest with you. I don't know. But it certainly doesn't sound like a gurgle like they do when they're low on water.
Ah, tasty. How was dinner?
Yeah, very good, thank you.
The sardine. Was it sardines on toast?
I did, yeah.
Tasty.
It was lovely.
Right, so, car was cooled down. We've had a cup of tea and some dinner. What's the plan now? Taking that expansion cap off. Aha! No mayonnaise. Good sign.
That's where I left her.
So it's not lost any water?
No, it's not blown any water out, mate. It's not consumed any water.
That's a good thing.
It certainly is. I know it's not as cold as it was. When it's dead cold, it was right just on them marks. Ah, there you go.
What?
Take the head off.
No way.
Yeah, it's leaking down the front.
What? Oh no. Oh no.
Well, your viewers said we would be doing, and they were right. Can you see it?
I don't believe it.
I'm not surprised.
What are you telling me?
You can see what it is.
No, I need you to look dead in the camera. Look me in the eyes.
I've gone in the dark.
And tell me what's wrong.
I'm in the dark. Go away.
What are we doing?
I'm going in the dark. Today could have not got any worse.
Oh.
Have you shown the viewers?
Tell me.
Hello.
Hello. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Today started off really bad and it's got worse.
You just shut the bonnet. We'll just leave that there. That's it. It's done, isn't it?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm thinking it this way. Content.
Tell your viewers the day I've had.
Well, you tell them.
I can't bring myself to talk about it.
Well, things come in threes. What's the third one gonna be? Huh? You're gonna shit yourself.
That'd be that'd be the nicest thing that's happened to me today.
Right, tell me, what have we noticed? What's happened? What have we got to do?
Well, you've seen it, haven't you? I don't want to talk about it.
Head gasket is faulty. It's blown, right?
Well, it's leaking anyway.
We're going to do it, aren't we?
We've got to do, haven't we? It's leaking water down the front of the block.
Yes! Well, all along the entire process, you have said, I want to change the head gasket. So guess what we're going to do now?
Hey ho.
Good. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this road test video, let me know in the comments below.
I haven't.
I can assume that the next piece of content is we're replacing the head gasket, right? Good. Can't wait.
I'm leaving home.
And you're taking your wet and dry vacuum cleaner with you. Have a great day, whatever you're getting up to.
It's going to be better than mine, isn't it?
We knew that... Do you know what? Actually, I'm gutted. We'll talk about it in another video.
Think yourself lucky.
Right, okay. I'm guessing we're going to get the head gasket done now, are we? Good.
Afraid so, dude.
Fine.
Proved the point, haven't we?
Have a great day, whatever you're getting up to. Take care. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. If you've enjoyed this video, I've selected a few more specially for you on this page. Click either side to select them now. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button to always stay up to date with the channel.